I've watched a lot of basketball.
Is Victor Wembanyama the greatest talent in the history of basketball? Today on Hardwood Skip, we react to JxmyHighroler's mind-blowing breakdown of the Wemby cheat code. Let's get right into it.
I've seen a lot of players come and go. I've seen players take over the game, change the game, climb the mountain of NBA greats. I've seen a lot, but I have never in my life seen anything like Victor Wembanyama. And after what we've witnessed over the past week, many NBA fans, including myself, are left with a question that we didn't think we'd be asking, and certainly not this early. Is Victor Wembanyama the best basketball talent we have ever seen?
Now, this is a good question, but trust me, I am pushed to say yes, especially coming in as a rookie with such height, dominance, and play, bro. This is why he's being called the alien at this point, because trust me, why would someone come in with such plays, bro? He don't even need to dunk. He just grabs the ball, runs down to the court, to the basket, and he puts it in. Bro, this man is something else, bro.
A figment of our basketball imagination.
What we're about to see is a play that only one person on the planet can make.
Clowney trying to go right back at KJ. Wembanyama right there. And then again, came over late.
Damn, bro.
Jxmmy secures it. 2 for 1 if the Spurs want it. Wembanyama wants it. From the logo.
What? He can also shoot trees like Curry. Bro, did you see that defense? That block was, that was really disrespectful, Joe. Damn, bro.
Wemby gets back-to-back blocks at the rim, then takes the ball coast to coast and puts in a 30-footer. If you didn't see this with your own eyes, you'd think it was a work of fiction. It isn't fair, really, for a player of Wemby's size to be able to do this. But these are not highlights. This is just what his game looks like. Like this play here, where Wemby puts on a spin move from outside the elbow and not only dunks it, he almost spun his way past the rim. Or this play here, where he has 1 foot outside of the paint on this drive. The ball already passed him at this point, and yet he somehow pins it against the glass.
Bro, can you see this? How is this man blocking everything? I mean, look at this. He's not even making any effort to jump, bro.
The opposite side. Wemby went from here to here in less than a second.
Yeah,
or
less
how
than
about
a
this
second.
play here, where Herb Jones draws Wemby away from the rim and gets him to bite on the fake. Victor is out of position. His back is to the ball. He's trying to guard 2 guys at the same time. Take a wild guess at how this play ends.
Bring a lot of jobs, a lot of
But he definitely blocked that.
Yeah, he blocked it. But of all the reality-altering plays Wemby has made in just his first week of this NBA season, there was one play in particular that had fans around the world questioning everything they knew about basketball.
Lively denied.
Oh my God.
By Wembanyama.
It's like playing against your dad in the driveway when you're 8 years old. What do you do?
Wemby 3. You bet.
Bro, the Spurs, they got the biggest and the best franchise ever. And that's Victor Wembanyama, if you ask me. Bro, can you see this man's play? I have a video on my page where he just dunked, bro. He casually walked on air and he put the ball. I wouldn't call that a dunk. That's just like a walkthrough.
Plus the foul.
To answer the commentator's question, there is nothing you can do. I just watched a 7'6" demigod make a 7-footer look like a child, then take him down the court to hit him with a tween crossover behind the back step back 3 for an and 1. And in an instant, it felt like everything I knew about the game of basketball was wrong. We knew the concept of Victor Wembanyama. We saw the frame and the competitiveness, and we saw flashes of what he was capable of. And through his first 2 seasons, it felt like we saw where his game was heading. But what we witnessed in just his first 4 games of this season has blown the top off of all of that. Coming into the season, Victor was ranked as the 5th best player in the league according to most sources. And this, to many fans, felt like a gross overestimation, especially since he was sidelined for the second half of last season. Sure, we knew he was probably going to take a leap this season, but nobody was expecting this.
You see, this is the problem here. He was sidelined through the other half of the last season, bro. They never saw him coming. They see me rolling. Now, they didn't see him coming. And bro, if you're watching all the games Victor Wembanyama has played through the season, bro, you would be mind blown I mean, the only person that could get through him is Curry, then maybe Kyrie, then maybe Nikola Jokic. Bro, this man is crazy. I mean, he's breaking people's father's ankles. You need to watch it.
Through 4 games, Victor is averaging 31 points, 14
Jesus.
rebounds, and 5 blocks a game on nearly 60, 40, 80
60%.
splits. 31, 14, and 5 while playing only
This is
32 minutes
insane.
a night. Stats that jump off the box score as an early MVP favorite. But what has really warped my brain over the last week is just how much his stats, as incredible as they are underselling just how monumental Wemby has been. On defense, he is a black hole. Anything that comes near him is either sent away or redirected. His 5 blocks a night aren't even capturing how offenses are legitimately avoiding him and anything around the rim when he's down there. In their game against the Raptors, I counted 10 different instances where a player passed up on their drive, picked up their dribble, or just avoided what should have been an easy look just because of Wemby's presence alone.
Of course, you gotta avoid the alien, because the moment you play and you see Wemby, you have to change the plan. If you had plan A, you have to change to plan B instantly, because you don't want the smoke from Wemby. This is the Spurs franchise, and at this point, I don't want to declare my favorite team yet, but you're gonna find out when I come live on Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, whenever. I'm gonna drop the announcement soon.
10 times. Look at this last one here. RJ Barrett blows past Devin Vassell, sees Wemby and just, here, you take it.
Bro,
I
he can
promise
plans.
you, RJ was not planning on rifling a chest pass to his teammate standing 3 feet away from him after beating his man off the dribble. He just saw Wemby and panicked. How exactly do you measure this panic factor? Because this doesn't really show up in the box score. But you know what does? According to the NBA's head-to-head matchup tool, so far this season, Wemby has guarded 40 different players. That's about 10 different players each game. He's seen every look you can get. And
Bro, Wemby has guarded 10 different players every day this season since he played. Bro, that's 40 players. That's 40 guards. Bro, this is insane, bro. How can this be possible? I mean, come on, who else does that? And now you see him coming, you going, and you have to change plans. Bro, these are people's fathers. This man is breaking their ankles. Are you sure this dude in a project?
in total, these 40 players shot 64 times throughout 4 games. Out of these 64 shots, they made 19 of them. Wemby's matchups this season have a field goal percentage of 29.7%.
Jesus. So these 40 players shot 64 times and Wemby blocked more than half. This is crazy, yo. Bro, we got the playoffs coming in. We got the playoffs coming in soon, bro.
Nearly 21% worse than when he's not guarding them. The kid is single-handedly breaking offenses. And speaking of offense, whatever he worked on with Hakeem in the offseason, it's working. The league should have terminated those workouts the moment those photos surfaced, because now it's too late and we're all in trouble. Abandoning his three-point heavy shot selection from last season, Wemby is now working from virtually every spot on the court. He's facing up from the elbow, he's getting his back to the basket and just going over whoever's attempting to guard him. He's added this footwork to his game that is almost startling to watch, not just because of how rare this skill is in today's league, but also because no human being of his size should be able to move like that.
Yo, Jimmy, did you say Hakeem is training Wemby? Bro, the NBA should have stopped that. Because do you know the impact Wemby is creating from training with Hakeem? Bro! You see, they're really similar in heights and in gameplays. So you see Hakeem's influence on Wemby. Oh, I see why this man has been called alien. Bro, this is crazy.
He's got this mid-range bag now that has really opened up his game. How exactly do you stop a player who's a good enough shooter that you have to respect his jumper and crowd him, but can also get to the rim in about one step from anywhere on the court? How do you stop this? How do you stop this? Oh, I know. You can't. Wemby is one hezzy pull-up away from being a KD Hakeem hybrid. And as twisted as it sounds, that still feels like I'm selling his game short. He has been playing so out of his mind this past week, it genuinely felt like there was a mass awakening among NBA fans around the world. A fracture in basketball's timeline. Am I watching the most talented player to ever touch a basketball? Not in terms of greatness or accomplishments or any of that, but just sheer ability and potential. For a brief moment, the thought did cross my mind, but I knew that was a terrible overreaction to a great opening game and opening week. But then I saw the reactions from other fans, and the more I saw, the more I realized I wasn't alone. This reaction was almost universal.
Of course, everyone is going to have this reaction. Anthony Davis trying to guard Victor Wemby and X. The Monks don't open up the next level of basketball for Wemby. League might be cooked. Bro, the league is cooked already. Wemby is unbelievable. And it's true. A figment of our basketball imaginations. Damn, it's true. Wemby is ridiculous. No way this kid doesn't win MVP and deploy the same year in his career. Perhaps more. No. Take that out of your mouth. MVP is for Nikola Jokic. Wembanyama just played one of the best games I've ever seen, bro. He's been playing best games. And bro, I have not seen enough of this future GOAT yet. He's so unreal, bro. This is why he's called the alien, bro. Where are you from? What planet? Jupiter, Pluto, Plato?
He looked at Anthony Davis and treated him like an 8th grader.
He abused them. With all due respect to AD, he abused them.
I've never thought this way about like Jokic and SGA, even LeBron, who I think is the greatest of all time. This kid is different. I hope to God he stays healthy because.
Bro, did you just call LeBron the greatest of all time, bro? Take that out of your mouth, bro. Larry Bird is greatest of all time. If we want to be fair, you can say Michael Jordan, but Larry Bird is the greatest of all time. Thank you.
He has a chance to be the greatest player of all time.
I agree, and truly a talent we've probably never seen before, and we never will again.
But what he did in that game, my eyes are seeing something that I don't think I've seen before. That 100%. I can't compare him to anybody. For all of the years we've been watching basketball, I can't compare him to anybody.
They should call him CGI because it just doesn't seem real sometimes when you're watching.
We've never seen Wemby. We've never seen no shit like Wemby.
Like, I'm watching him and I'm like, I'm not really sure how you defend it. You don't really defend this.
It broke my basketball brain.
It's hard to.
Bro, can you see what everyone is saying about Wemby? Imagine having everyone talking this good about you that they've never seen anyone play like this. They've never seen a gameplay like this. They've never seen a player like this, bro. That means you are on top of the league, bro. And at this point, Wemby is becoming much more than what I think he is. Because the person that I was expecting that should be this hot is Anthony Edwards. But we got Wemby doing crazy. Imagine cooking Anthony Davis so bad that it was everywhere, bro. That was so humiliating and disrespecting. What were you thinking that Davis? You think you can guard the alien that is so tall, 7'6"? What were you thinking, bro? He's taller than you. And he got handles. He's not just tall, bro. He got handles. He got mad handles. He can block. He can shoot trees. Bro, the alien is packed with all qualities of basketball.
Imagine that a 21-year-old in a league stacked with the most talent it's ever had might be the best player in the world. But then you watch him play, and the idea of him being the best is easier to imagine than his actual game itself. The best way I can describe Victor Wembanyama's game is that it feels like he's a cheat code, like he's got real life hacks and he's just shamelessly spamming them at his convenience. I know he's not cheating, but he's so unfair that it feels like he is. And personally, in all my years of watching the NBA, there's only been one other player that genuinely felt like he was hacking the game. As great as he was, LeBron, even at his peak, felt like he was still human. There were moments in the late 2000s where his size and speed were almost cheat code territory, but it never felt unfair. Some consider prime Kevin Durant a cheat code. 7-footer with a tight handle shooting 50, 40, 90. Absurd. Unicorn. But for me, not quite cheat code territory. Same goes for Jokic. A combination of brute strength, skill, and omnipresence that approaches the threshold but doesn't quite cross it. The only player that I've seen with my own two eyes that actually felt like he was bending and breaking the game I love was 2016 Steph Curry. I remember what it felt like. I remember thinking he couldn't keep it up, that he would regress back to the mean. I vividly recall watching him and thinking there is no way someone is actually this good at shooting the ball.
Okay, so now Jimmy is saying we got players that could have been hot. We thought that Wemby has the same qualities right now. That's Curry 2016, LeBron 2017, and Nikola Jokic. Bro, you know, everyone has the time. Everyone reigns in his or her era. But bro, we got Wemby dominating since his rookie days. It's literally a cheat code, bro. Wemby is literally a cheat code. Because tell me how someone can possess his qualities and playing so good like this, that it's so mind-blowing that you would think that they're doing something behind the scene like CGI, or he's being controlled. Like, right, bro, Wemby is a cheat code. He is, bro. He's so special.
I remember thinking to myself, I have never seen another player like this. A human cheat code. Although I didn't watch it while it was happening, prime Shaquille O'Neal is the other 21st century cheat code. A player so big and strong and athletic that it didn't matter how simple and redundant his game was. What exactly are you gonna do about it? Victor Wembanyama has now entered cheat code territory. It is simply unfair for a player to be this smooth, agile, huge, skilled, instinctive, and competitive. Where's the drawbacks? The weaknesses? I recently did a video about the advantage of size in basketball and how if a player was big enough, their size would grant them the ultimate advantage. Pair that with skill and mobility, and he would essentially break basketball. In theory, it sounds awesome, but it's just not possible. There's always going to be some limitation. They're either too big or too stiff or not skilled enough or injury prone. But after seeing what the Monks did to Wemby, I have had to readjust my brain to the fact that a player like this does in fact exist.
Yes. Now, I've seen plays where Wemby would have a near-like injury experience, but he just continued playing. Yeah, this quality now, this durability, it's similar to the type of toughness Kobe had. That is why he's called the alien, and I can call him the alien over and over again, bro. Wemby is special. He's got the height, the skill, the durability, and the athleticism. You know, you see, most players have the height. They don't have the skill. They are not durable, and they are not athletic enough. But Wemby has all four qualities of the basketball game. And you know, he can endure too. You need to put in endurance here, Jimmy. He has endurance. And yeah, at some point, he's patient. Bro, what do you have to be patient with you about? Bro, that's why we don't have much players contending with him. We only have Curry this close, Curry, and Nikola Jokic. These are the players that are this close to cooking or stopping Wemby. Sometimes he himself find it frustrating. Yeah, you can never tell what a game might turn out to be, though.
An archetype so unrealistic, even video games won't let you conjure it up. He just makes everyone else and everything else look really normal. Like, these are all giants, all freak athletes for the most part, and he makes them look like you and me. He just looks so different out there that it's like he's actually preparing for another league above the NBA, and this is just a pit stop for him to polish his game along the way. But no. It's the best league on the planet, and he's an alien not from it. Someone said this must have been how basketball fans felt when they first saw Wilt Chamberlain in the late 50s. And that person is probably right. A once-in-a-lifetime physical specimen that just shatters the reality of what you thought was possible on a basketball court. It's not often that players both active and retired concede that they're witnessing something they've never seen before. And this almost never happens, where young fans, old fans, the media, everyone is anointing a player who has yet to turn all their talents into something worthy of hoisting above their head. But the reactions we're seeing to Wemby's game and his talent are not exaggerated. They're not premature. Victor Wembanyama is here, and he really is just that good.
You see, this is the conversation with Wemby, and we have the playoffs coming in soon. So, you see, I need your take in the comments. Is Victor Wembanyama a cheat code? And is he a one-time specimen that we may never see again? Because from his gameplays, he's cooling every NBA player, bro. The last time we saw something like this, a player like this was in the 80s, which was Will Chamberlain. He dropped 100 points in the game, bro. Now we got Wembanyama doing wonders. What do you think is going to be? Is he going to have the MVP title? How do you think he's going to play in this playoffs coming in? I need to take, please like, subscribe, share, and look out for my news coming in. I see you on Wednesday. Peace out. Remain hardwood.